So kind of understand that my channel is very, very small. I don't really know what I want to focus on. So I'm kind of just spraying the walls and throwing spaghetti against it and just kind of seeing what sticks. So this video is going to be about sports, primarily ESPN. When I was growing up, I used to watch ESPN religiously. I fell asleep many nights with ESPN just going on my TV. Now, obviously, I look at things a little differently now that I'm quite a bit older, but in my opinion, ESPN, who is owned by Disney, is just a fucking joke. And the thing is, it's really not that funny. Okay, so I was born in Stillwater around the time Barry Sanders was having a Heisman Trophy year at Oklahoma State University. I remember when I was younger, I would collect cards, rookie cards of Barry Sanders, and try to get cards that had a little piece of his jersey, and I would watch him play for the Lions, and I really, really respected him, not just for what he did on the field as far as like his athletic ability, his inability to just go down sometimes. I respected him because he was just like, hey ref, here's the ball after a touchdown. Yeah, here you go. I'm going to the sidelines. Like there wasn't a showboat factor. And people kind of don't like him because there wasn't that factor. And look, I get it. Like the NFL, sports in general, it's entertainment. But there is a line that you don't want to cross. So I was watching Barry Sanders highlights one night, and this was a little while ago, and this lady named Monica McNutt that's on ESPN, this guy comes in with a Barry Sanders jersey on, and she takes it like it's Shador Sanders.
The jersey. Let's get into it because obviously this ties to one Shador Sanders who balled out in his first preseason game. I'm sorry, I apologize. Barry Sanders. But the tie, come on, the tie is the Sanders. Bear with me. Bear with me.
I don't know if she really thought that or if she was just trying to like navigate the conversation to Shador Sanders, where this guy was wearing obviously a Barry Sanders jersey. Has anyone ever seen the Cleveland Browns wear a blue uniform? I don't know, I'm asking the question. I've never seen that. This lady, Monica McNutt, has no fucking clue what she's talking about. Now my next question is, okay, why is she working for ESPN when she doesn't even know who the fuck Barry Sanders is? Why? Like, I'm not saying she has to know, but she kind of has to know. And when you watch this guy, Chris Russo, I think that's how you say his name, talk to Monica McNutt and like just really be real about what's going on in the WNBA. In this instance, the clip that I'm about to show you, when you watch this interaction, she's like having an on-air meltdown because like, it's like, is this what happens when someone just gets bluntly real with you?
When your coach, right here, read the most disgraceful thing I have seen in 50 years of watching basketball, cursing out fans, walking into the gym, going into the post locker room, the media room, and killing the officials. When the official got the call right, I was in the real building with Pat Lolly with the Lakers against the Celtics with Rambis. I was there when Pat Lolly got burned with Hugh Hollins on a call by Hubert Davis gave the Celtics, which gave the Bulls wins. That was an incredibly horrendous decision.
Hello. Hi. I honestly think they should change the name ESPN First Take that's on in the morning to ESPN Worst Take. I really think they should because the whole show's just a fucking joke. Like if it's gonna be a joke, just make it like intentionally funny. Like, I don't know, like change something. It's perplexing. How do you not no, this guy is wearing a Barry Sanders jersey. And not only that, like if you didn't know he was wearing a Barry Sanders jersey, how I get that the name Sanders is the name Sanders, but the number doesn't really line up with Shador. The color doesn't really line up with the Browns. And it's just like, what? Huh? Why is this happening? Another individual that I was always like, I don't know how or why ESPN, I get it. At the end of the day, I do. But I have to ask myself questions. I'm like, why does ESPN pay someone to put a microphone on Marcus Morris? And also, on First Take, I'll just call it Worst Take. Worst Take, they have Marcus Morris on there talking about the NBA playoffs, his predictions of the playoffs. And this guy gives such a fucking biased opinion on what's going to happen in the playoffs as far as the Western Conference. He was so off. Dude, he was so off. And the thing about it is, I really wouldn't care much, but the Oklahoma City Thunder, that's my team. I probably really wouldn't watch the NBA for the most part if I didn't have a dog in the fight. The OKC Thunder are my dog in the fight. I love watching them. I love everything that they do. I think they're going to be really, really good for the next 5 to maybe 10 years.
The reason why you took me aback with your comment, and welcome to the show, by the way, my brother, but the reason why you took me aback was because I'm like, we just going to ignore what we see from Oklahoma City? We just going to ignore that. We're going to literally look at Oklahoma City and go like this. We would be surprised if they made it even more so than the Lakers. To me, that's not appreciating the greatness that we see from this crew right now.
I'm not even going. I wouldn't even say OKC was next. I would say the Clippers.
What?
I would go as far as say the Warriors over OKC. What has OKC done outside of the regular season?
I get that part because they lost in the Western Conference semifinals last year, but that was last year.
Yeah.
What about what we see in this year? Top-rated defense, superstar in SGA.
I do.
You see, got some young thoroughbreds. Jalen Williams can ball as well. Got some size. Picked up Hartenstein and Caruso in the offseason. Got Chet Holmgren back in the lineup. I'm like, what are they missing that would make you say not only the Lakers, but the Clippers? The Clippers?
I guess my issue with it all is that people who are just general fans, right? They kind of take these people's words and they go, yeah, okay, well, someone being paid on ESPN said it, so it must be true. Dude, he couldn't have been more fucking off. Okay, so Marcus Morris, at first you say you don't give OKC really a chance to make it to the finals, much less win it. And then once they beat the Nuggets, you say, well, they really haven't been tested in battle tested yet. LA Clippers, I would have them, and the LA Lakers, like, not OKC. And then when OKC beats the Nuggets in the second round of the Western Conference playoffs, he's like, well, they really haven't been tested yet.
Hartenstein was a great acquisition. Chet Holmgren playing more aggressive, relying on defense as a star. Like, that is what they have done, and it showed that it's bringing wins.
You feel good about this? You feel good about OKC right now as a prohibitive favorite?
No, not that high of a favorite. I'm not sold. I just think that the first two games was great matchups, right? They got a Grizzly team that really wasn't deep. Mm-hmm. They really didn't even come out and try to play. John Moran got hurt. And then you go to 7 with Denver. Denver had a rookie head coach that didn't make adjustments in real time because that game could have got away from OKC, right? They put Caruso, which is a great move. They put Caruso on big fella. They couldn't figure it out. They slowed the offense down, and they got out of it. I'm not that sold on OKC. I just can't, especially when they're going up against Minnesota, right? Minnesota has been proven. They was in the same spot last year. Mm-hmm. They went against the big dogs of the Lakers. Obviously, Steph went out against the Warriors, but they really had some challenges, and they got out of them series quite fast, right?
OKC beats the Nuggets, who beat the LA Clippers, and you're still dumbass convinced that the Oklahoma City Thunder haven't been tested yet? And now that they beat the Nuggets, they still haven't checked your box? Dude, what box are you living in, bro? Shit.